It's a turbulent and tedious 2-hour 30-minute drive from the city center in Ilorin to Lajolo, a village located at the Marafa local government area of Kwara State. Half of this journey is spent navigating a very rough and unpredictable terrain which doesn't only take its toll on humans, but also our vehicle.
As you can see, we're stuck here. It's a 2-hour drive, but then we've had to spend time on this spot for quite a while. Getting to Lajolo, the community we're going to, is not an easy feat, as you can tell. It's quite sandy here, horrible roads. Like you can see, it's inaccessible, and this is the dry season. You can imagine what goes on most times during the rainy season. And you wonder about this community we're going to that hasn't had electricity for quite a while, up until last year. And it will be a year exactly on the 18th of December 2018, making it a year since for the very first time this community had access to electricity, a community that's been in existence for over 200 years. And you see it for yourself there, but this is the price you have to pay. And this road, as you can see, it extends for about 30 minutes before you get to a still untarred road, but you know, one that at least you know you can have it easier from that spot on. Not exactly convenient, but then we'll get there. We might be spending some time right here.
After several attempts, we arrive at our destination, Lajolo. Lajolo, located at the Marafa local government area of Kwara State, Nigeria, is home to about 8 different ethnic groups. While over the years there's been an increase in population, there's been very little technological advancement to go with it. This is because Lajolo, despite a history dating back to about 200 years, was powered for the very first time since the history of its existence, late 2018, by the electrification of Lajolo using solar energy project funded by the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers IEEE, Smart Village, and the SNL Power Project. Engineer Tunde Saliu is the Power and Energy Chair for the Society of Africa and the contractor in charge of this breakout.
You picked Lajolo. What was the appeal?
The appeal, many. Thank God that you saw when we were coming down to this place today. It took us close to 2 hours from Ilorin to this place. It's very far off from the civilization, and it appears the government officials are not interested in a place like this to invest, to give people this electricity. For example, this Lajolo is among 12 villages or settlements that makes up the Marafa ward. Only 2 of them do not have electricity because of how difficult it is to get to them.
And you said they don't have electricity. They've never had
electricity, no access whatsoever.
Wow.
You know, during the interview on our radio program we do together, I said access is different from having electricity. Access is for you to even be connected at all. See, according to the head of this village, 250 years they have been in existence, they have never had electricity in this place. So that's one of the criteria. Access is difficult to get to. It's difficult for government to want to take care of them. So that's one of the. Then the other one is that when I went to other places, I found out that their enthusiasm level in this village to have electricity was high up there. Every time I fix meetings to come and meet them, some of their people will even come all the way from Lagos to come and see me. Some of those people who are coming from Lagos do not even have houses here, but because this is their origin, they come all the way from Lagos, from Abuja.
It's been a year since my last visit, and I'm here to check on how this project has impacted the lives of the people of Lajolo.
Gbogbo àtàdé wà lù náà adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹnjìníà bí ẹ̀lú náà tí wọ́n gbé wá yẹn kọ́dà tó wà gbòòrò gan gbádùn tó wà báyìí ìjúmọ́ láàrin iná tí òkè ń lọ tí òkè ń sẹ́fìrìtì kó ń lọ ńgbà kankan kò sí àdéhùn ìlú bó ṣe bá ṣe fẹ́ adúpẹ́ gan lọ́wọ́ ẹnjìníà.
ẹ ṣeun gan ma. Last time tá a mú rántí pé ọdún kan sẹ́yìn tá wá a sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pé bí ẹ ṣe máa ń tètè tílẹ̀ bá ti ṣú báyìí ṣùgbọ́n nísìn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ilé bá ti ṣú títí pẹ́ẹ́pẹ́ẹ́pẹ́ta aago 9 sí 10 ti wọlé nísìn alẹ́ 12 ń ta máa mọ wòran tó ẹpẹ́rẹ́tì àwọn ẹni ẹpẹ́rẹ́tì ogun máa jòkó bíbá yìí sá.
Adẹ̀bọ̀n pa sinimá yín náà.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sá.
Being an agrarian community which had formerly developed at a slow pace because of the lack of electricity, the solar project has a lot of potential, and the village chief, Magaji, tells me of the latest plans and preparations after a year to cash in on the newly implemented irrigation system project funded by the HHL and the SNL to farm in the absence of the seasonal rains.
Pé ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ńlá jọlọ báyìí mo rò pé láti gbìlẹ̀ àti bí oṣù mẹ́fà sísìn láti ń ṣe wàhálà lórí àgíríkì ilẹ̀ tó wà níwájú lọ́hùn yẹn ìbẹ̀lẹ̀ àkọ́kọ́ fẹ́ dúró tẹ́lẹ̀ tí engineer yẹn tẹ̀ gbé katapila wa tó fi kú gbogbo lẹ̀ lọ bọ̀tà wá di pé ilẹ̀ bẹ̀ yẹn ó gbóná kò lè àgíríkì yẹn ò lè dúró ńbẹ̀ la fi wá ní ibi báyìí ó jẹ́ bí ilẹ̀ tó tutù ilẹ̀ àbàtà torí ráìsì kankan náà máa gbèsè ibi tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n àti gbogbo àtúntò ráìsì bẹ́ẹ̀ mo wá pé gbogbo máa sọ fún wa pé tọ̀ lọ́dún yìí o kán má gbìn ráìsì sí ibi báyìí mọ́ a máa dá àgíríkì lẹ̀ ń bí tá mo máa gbin ata ní tòmọ́tì ní ewédú ní ẹ̀fọ́ ní gbogbo tí nǹkan ọbẹ̀ àfẹ́ dálẹ̀ ń bí mo dẹ̀ ti pé gbogbo wọn kódà àwọn tó fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ tán fẹ́ ṣe níṣẹ́ gan wọ́n ti lé ní 40 èèyàn táwọn náà ti ní àwọn wà wíwà pé àwọn máa wà pẹ̀lú wa ṣùgbọ́n mo wá ní èmi gangan fúnra mi èmi náà mú ń bí ẹni yìí ní gbákejì mi òun náà dẹ̀ máa mú ń bí ṣùgbọ́n a wá bá Mr. Engineering sọ̀rọ̀ a ṣàlàyé fún wa pé n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ni pé ibi báyìí àgíríkì ó máa nídìí omi tó dẹ̀ máa nídìí ni pé tó bá di inú ẹ̀rùn báyìí tó jò bá rọ̀ mọ́ níta bá gbè síbí à á lè máa fi omi yẹn wẹ́ẹ̀tì níta bá gbìn wọ́n dẹ̀ láwọn wà àgíríkì ní wa èmi náà ti àpò gbogbo àwọn aráàlú jọ pé kò sí níta máa ṣe ẹjọ́ ká múra sí àgíríkì níta fi múra sí àgíríkì náà nìyẹn. orúkọ ìlú látilẹ̀ wàrà ń ké Lajolo home of food orúkọ tí ń jẹ́ látilẹ̀ náà nìyẹn Lajolo home of food.
It looks like an arid dry land right here, but this is a farmland and it's the dry season for the people of Lajolo here, where even as the season has just commenced, you can look around me, it's very, very difficult for them to grow their crops. This is the most of the greenery you probably see in this land. I'm not talking about the shrubs here. This is what a tomato plant looks like. Pepper plant looks like in the dry season. It's drying up, and when you go to the other side, it's a sight that really gets you depressed somewhat, because for the people of Lajolo, there's little they can do during this period other than struggle with what nature gives to them. The sun's very hot up there. It's dry sand as you have it. It's dry sand as you have it, and very little grows during this particular period of time. And these crops, as you have them, these tomato crops and pepper crops are drying up already. But hopefully all of this will be changing very soon because of the irrigation system which will be happening. The irrigation project which will be brought in here to help the farmers grow their crops, rainy season or not. And we move over there, you can see down there, which is where we're headed to what? You have the tank, the black tank, which they hope to draw the waters here from these tanks and from other tanks located strategically to the inland there, where you have a lot of those farms with the farmers there. And hopefully this will change a lot of things for these people here. Tank, which hopes to make a difference for these people. I'm being told that work is going on already, and in the next couple of days there should be a huge transformation in this very area here, and making the influx of people have a worthwhile time in this particular place.
Over the years, until the solar project was introduced in 2017, several of Lajolo's youth had migrated out of the village in search of work. But with the prospects that electricity brings, Jamiu, a youth leader in Lajolo, believes that this will reverse this trend.
Ipa wo lè rò bí wọ́n máa ní lára wọn pé ṣé àwọn ìtókùn tí wọ́n kúrò ìpínlẹ̀ wọ́n lè fẹ́ wá wọ́n máa tún jẹ́ káwọn tún dúró sí i àti jẹ́ pé wọ́n tún rí iṣẹ́ ṣe.
nítorí àwọn ọ̀dọ́ tó wà ní ìdálẹ̀ àti èyí tó wà ní agbègbè tó jẹ́nà sí ìdálẹ̀ gbogbo wọn láti gbà tán ti gbọ́ pé náà ti dé wáyé nísìnyí èyí tó ló ń bọ̀ wálé ó wá èyí tó ní tó bá ti di parí bí wọn náà bá rí iṣẹ́ tó ń mọ̀ sí ń bẹ̀ ó wá gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ youth leader ṣá gbogbo wọn tó bá di tí náà bá ti lè fi di pé wọ́n stamp ẹ̀yán yẹn pé ó gbókun báyìí gbogbo wọn bọ̀ wá lágbára wọn.
For residents who have opted for staying put after stumbling on the village of Lajolo and have made it their home, they stay put in settlements spread across the vast land.
There is a mill here. This mill is the major mill serving this village. They do milling here. They do corn milling, and they also remove chaff. And that's Malam Bashir Kom is a very good friend of ours. On their own side of the this settlement, they have about 2 meters. We are going to give them 1 more meter by this when our people visit on Wednesday. We are going to give them another meter. So we're going to need a little bit of a trip.
Engineer Tunde settles in to discuss challenges faced by the settlers as well as clear grey areas for the folks. The impact of the solar plants and labor exerted could be the difference maker for them in trade. There's a change starting here, and the reason is this newly installed 4 large solar panel system which can power the entire village and which has a potential to still power more.
Protection systems. One of them goes into the main village of Lajolo. The other one goes to Jabi, which is an extension of the villages here. There are a number of other villages that are around Lajolo, but we have only supplied only one area as at now because of needs. Then the other one, the black fields there, through the breaker here, takes power to the meter that supplies the irrigation system. So that's basically what we do here. A very simple system.
Oh, fantastic. I've been told that I just spoke to the village head, the chief of the place, and he did tell me that between the last time we were here and now, that over 400 people have come in. And I thought about it, I said, oh my God, okay, does this structure still accommodate that and more people when they come in?
Okay, what we assure them and we promise them is that the capacity we have here has been so designed by me that if their demand increases by or doubles, I will be able to double the what I can give to them, the power I can deliver to them in just 3 days. Yes, because the design has been modular and it's going inside. It allows me to expand rapidly. Because look at the space here. That is for new equipment that will just come in. All I need to do is also hand those new equipment and tap power to that from there and supply to the village from there. Very simple.
So this also helps the community, the surrounding community, whom you might be reaching very soon.
It's not mine. I am waiting for them. Just like today when we as you are interviewing somebody, the community people came around that they want 6 more connections, and we are going to connect them this coming week. Today is Sunday. We are connecting them this week.
Wow.
So 6 more is nothing to us. In fact, as it is now, we should be able to connect about 20 more without thinking.
Wow.
Yes, depending on the demand. So the villages that are interested, all we want to do is that we want a cluster, so that the cost of distributing power is a lot. It's not only the cost of buying the network or the distribution wire and all those other things that is costly. What is also costly is the losses you encounter in lines when you are distributing. What that means to those of you who are non-engineers or those who are watching this who are non-engineers is that when you take power from one point to the other over a long distance, part of the line will reduce and you won't get enough at the other end. So we have to be careful in our design so that we don't get too much losses, because that losses will not be paid for by anybody. Yeah. All right.
It's been over a year since my last visit to Lajolo, and things haven't been the same for the residents in their way of life. And it's all because of the power and joy that the solar panel intervention has brought to the people. It will be interesting to find out how much more this innovation brings in coming years. As the sun sets, we head back to base.